We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Cook. Oh, able to avoid him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Regular. What's that?
Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now Spears to begin the drive. Wiggles free. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2. On the option, here's Spears. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Powell out of the shotgun. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. Out of the gun to give to Spears. Tackled on the play by Kyer Elam.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. Powell, he'll look to throw it. Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Powell from the gun. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen off the play fake. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. To the 27-yard line. The Bills had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a football.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the 1st down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And here's a give to Spears. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
That's
caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
And Howe will throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield. Make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Bills 14, Jets nothing.
The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Allen. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Incomplete, right side to Cook. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hand off to Spears. He'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure, and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now 3rd down and very long. Play action. Now it's Allen. Under pressure, they got him again. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Howell. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Howell. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now Howell. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Howell down to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Allen. He's going to take another shot here. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To the air, Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jets, nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground with Spears.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
The Spears with another carry.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Howell.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
And now a run to Spears.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
56.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting...
There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Jair Elam makes a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Well, a fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
3rd and 5.
To throw, it's Allen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Again, it's Cook. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Powell
looking middle, and that's complete.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here.
Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd and 2. Ayuk going to go in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now Allen.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard.
And now here is another interception.
Inside the 10.
And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Back to throw now on 1st down.
They'll set up the screen for Spears.
And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
On 3rd down, here's Spears.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
4th down, Howell, desperation time.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Spears.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Back to throw.
Howell over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. Looking to throw.
Howell.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming. So they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Howell. He's going to let this one go deep. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Allen to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
And didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Bills, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,